Today I am going to discuss how to make your garden friendly for small birds. These small birds, they have some special requirements to be able to survive and do well. One of the thing is that nesting places, and when your garden has some nice bushy green fences like this is somebody's property border. They're not planted anything, things have come on their own. It's one of those neglected places, you can call it. So many of the native species have come and occupied this place, also one or two exotics. And you can see the density of the greenery. There is this Gliricidia is there. This is exotic. Then this Gatoonia floribanda is there. That's one of our native bushy plant, or a small tree, bushy tree that is climbs up, and then those branches, they contain water. If you get a big plant, the summer, if you chop one or two branches, you will get a glass of water. That's what I heard. So that is there. Then here that wild jasmine is there. So I think some 3-4 species we covered. Then also this Sisyphus sonoplaya. This is an excellent plant for bird gardens, because one is these little thorns, they provide a sheltered place. Now if a little bird builds a nest over here in these Sisyphus bushes, these little thorns and all, it will prevent, they're quite vicious, these thorns. They are hooked in such a way that if you touch it, it will scrape your skin and make the bleeding to happen. And it's fully armed through and through. It has small thorns. So little snakes and people also, they will not come near. And those birds can safely nest and do their family and all. Not only that, it provides some caterpillars also in the caterpillar season. And then the fruits are excellent summer snack for these birds. Thousands and thousands of that blackberries will come up. And then in the right season, so it is in the summer, early summer, it comes when the places are heating up and these birds can refresh themselves with that sweet and sour fruit. So this Sisyphus, Gatoonia, then that wild jasmine, this one, it's a climber. Then you can also plant some bamboos on the side. Bamboo offers excellent protection and nesting places for these small birds. So bamboo you can have. Then any of your local species of trees and plants, little bushy and with small thorns and all, you will also get the additional benefit of security. In this kind of place, if you have thorny bushes, there is one species called bondak, Cisalpinia bondak, shigekai. Many thorny items are there. So some of them, and then some non-ones thorny also, native species, so that not only these birds get a place to stay, but their food also is taken care. And then you can have some ficus also. So that's ficus, is I see the fruit. So this will feed some birds. Plenty of fruits are there on this. And also on it that jasmine is growing. Then this Arthoda vasa, also a nice one, though it doesn't have thorns and all, it's a good plant to have on the sides. Then this Brenia, this is excellent species. It has thousands of small flowers in the flowering season. Then small red berries that is birds like to release. Looks also very showy, this plant. That kind of emerald green leaves are very pleasant for the eyes. It's non-thorny, non-maintenance, native, so in every way superior. So this Brainia species and group you can check out. They do well, and it's a good plant. Then further up when we go, some of the Syzygium you can have, smaller Syzygiums are there. Then also this Amrutaballi, Tinospora, can be climbed onto this kind of green fence. Then like you can get a checklist of check out which is your region, dry deciduous or moist evergreen or whatever it is, and then find out the local species, and then you can plant them. Many times they come on their own also. This is that Brenia, it is flowering, and those little bees can come and get nectar out of it. You can see the little bees there. These are all endemic stingless bees. So later these flowers are going to become thousands of fruits. One nice Brainia bush will give thousands of fruits. Then there's one more called Fluggea that also has small berries and looks somewhat like this only, but that fruit is white in the Fluggea. I think this must be the Fluggea. I think some thorny, light thorn type of thing is there. So you can have some 5 or 10 species you can put in that border, and then don't trim it and all. Let it be untidy in those nooks and crannies, and all lot of spaces will be there for these birds to hide and safely bring up their families. And as I have told many times, these native species, these bushes, they provide safety, and then home, food, security, everything for little birds. And all along the border you can have these. And another important benefit of this for the entire area is that these fruits and all, birds and all will go and will spread them to the surrounding areas. When the birds eat this fruit, they become a food for these birds, and then they go and drop it here and there, and new plants can come. This is another species of our native bee. This is not stingless, it has some small sting. It's called Kol Jenu in our Kannada. And by the way, India has lot of species of bees, not just that one variety that they keep in the gardens and all, but hundreds of varieties of bees are there. Many of them are not suitable for colonizing, but nevertheless they form an important part of our biodiversity. You just see how much honey this one bush can provide. And so systematically it collects, walking from flower to flower. So that is a bit about green border.